Focus, come on. There it is, 1. 2, there it is. 3, she's hot. 4, she's hot. Come on.
Starting out playing basketball within the Filipino community, it definitely taught me a lot about hard work and making those connections among people. I wasn't good when I started, like a lot of people probably are. I wasn't getting the ball a lot, and I didn't really like playing. So when I would watch other people play in those tournaments, just kind of seeing how hard they worked, how quick they were, and just how humble everybody was, it really made me see the different ways you could play. And I didn't really grow up playing in anything South African related, but just with my family being immigrants, coming to Canada, working hard, pretty much making a life out of nothing. Seeing how hard my parents work, my dad and my mom, I utilize that in everything that I do, and just seeing all of that definitely made me adjust my mentality, and is really how I became, or how I made my goals come true, with just instilling everything that they've taught me and everything that I've seen them do. And yeah, like just things like that.
We're gonna keep more simple now. I want you stationary. We're gonna start with between the leg front cross. I want 5 of those, and after I want you to start moving forward with it. Once you get to the free throw line, I want you to step back like you're slowing down. Then I want you to get back into it. And after I want the crossovers coming up. You know what I'm saying?
I've had moments before when I was younger where I was like, you know, this is really fun. I really like playing and everything. But I would definitely say it was my first year in college. I woke up at around like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or really, really early in the morning. And I just wanted to get some shots up. It was my first 2 weeks at my school in Florida. Again, like I mentioned before, I almost quit, so I didn't even think I was going to be standing in a college court, let alone playing on a college team. I was just shooting around, and then I realized how quiet the gym was, and I just realized how much it meant to me to be able to reach a dream and a goal that I've set for myself since I was in high school. It wasn't really a I made it moment, but it was more of a just realizing that, you know, I put myself first. I did everything I could to do to reach a goal that I had. And so to be able to be standing there, be happy, be physically, mentally healthy, it just meant a lot to me. And so to be able to be, again, standing on that court, just appreciating everything that happened in the years prior, in that year of, in that summer of, just meant, again, everything to me. And so I guess that was a moment that I realized, you know, it was more than just basketball. It was about learning about how to put myself first, how to make these steps. I guess seeing how hard work can pay off just meant a lot to me. I started playing in a Filipino house league, and I remember I was there, I think it was every Sunday. It was called Gordon Graydon. It was a secondary school. I think it was broken down, but I'm not 100% sure. It wasn't really the first gym that I fell in love with, but I would say that every time I came back to it, it's like all the memories would come flooding in. And I just remember, you know, when I first started and I was a kid wearing jean shorts and a tank top who didn't even know how to play basketball, and who wasn't even supposed to be there. It was actually my sister who was supposed to start playing, but she didn't want to at that time. And my parents already paid for the tryout, so I was just like, I'll do it, so that they'd get their money's worth, I guess. But I just remember that gym so vividly. It was green, the lighting was a little weird. It was a very old gym. I think they had Athlete of the Years from like 1970 something, and it was just, every time I stepped foot in that gym, I would always remember, you know, being that kid that just started out and just, you know, hated the game. And I mean, now I'm here, so it was definitely an eye-opener.
I just want you to come into a back pedal, straight floaters, float, back pedal, float. You know what I'm saying?
I start with the ball, or you start with the ball?
I'm gonna pass you the ball.
Up to the free throw line?
Yeah, back to the free throw line. Let's get
When I first started playing, and I mean maybe when I first started taking it seriously, so in high school, maybe in the end of grade 8, I had to learn to be a little bit selfish. I was a very passive player. My sister would make fun of me all the time because I wasn't as aggressive as I should have been. I had to learn that at the end of the day, sometimes even though I think another person may be better or there's an option that might be better, if I have the ball, I have to find the mentality that I'm kind of the best option to be able to do something. I have to trust my abilities, trust all the hard work that I put in, and try to do something with that. So I really had to learn how to rewire myself to learn to be a bit selfish and to really take control when I needed to, and not be afraid to take that shot, not be afraid to take that layup, and just not be afraid to get physical and be competitive.
You're gonna come off the handoff. I want you to slow down. I want you to pop now. I'm gonna pop. I want you to throw it back. I want you to backpedal. You're gonna get the ball. The ball screen's gonna come. So your ball screen's gonna come. You're gonna come down. I'm gonna roll. I want you to, try to play with the roller. But it's gonna be a jump shot right here at the elbow.
Something that my college coach, Coach Coop, instills in us every day is that, we're representing more than just ourselves on and off the court. We're representing our families, we're representing our team, our teammates, our coaches, everything. So we're representing a culture. Like a lot of people say, it's bigger than basketball. And so to be representing more than just yourself, I wouldn't say there's any pressure, but I would definitely say that, there's a lot riding on you. There's a lot that you have to consider before you act. There's a lot that you have to think about, before you make those decisions and things like that. But I would say that, as young women, we need to be able to hold ourselves accountable and to make decisions properly, especially because sometimes we have the whole world coming against us, and we deal with things on a regular daily basis. And so to be able to carry yourself in a way that's respectable can really make or break, how things just happen and everything like that. But I wouldn't say there's really pressure, but I can understand that a lot of people would think there is, because for some people, every woman has a different story, every person has a different story. And so for you to carry your own burdens and carry the history that you have in your life, some people have different stories. And so for others, the pressure could be more, the pressure could be less and everything, but just carrying yourself to a higher standard and, always understanding that someone could always be watching.
Yeah, so when you come, I want you to come in, give me an in and out, off two, lay. And after the next one, I want a shot.
Okay.
Hand out, come on. Oh yeah, pop.
Yeah, top.
Oh yeah, I'm coming. Oh yeah, roll. Do it one more time.
A lot of female athletes have to break a lot of stereotypes. I think one of the main ones that I had to definitely try to go through was, a lot of people believe that Filipino athletes, they kind of peak in high school, and then after that, it's harder for them to, get their offers up, and especially playing in the States and things like that. And sometimes it just has to do with the connections that we have and just, the ability for us to really get that opportunity to play. But I would say that it's honestly possible for anybody to make their dreams come true, no matter what. I would just say that just being able to bet on myself and to completely trust my abilities and trust the goals and the dreams that I made for myself and actually make them come true. It took a lot of hard work, of course, and it took a lot of coming out of my comfort zone. I was very shy. I didn't really like talking to other people just because I was nervous. So it took a lot of, again, just being able to bet on myself and coming out of my comfort zone and my shell to just really make that effort to make my own dreams come true and everything like that.
I want you to pitch the ball forward to the big. And you're gonna come out for me. You're gonna get it. I want you to slow like the defender's throw on your back. Slow down like the defender's throw on your back. Then get to your floater. You know what I'm saying?
Sports in general, in my opinion, are just a huge way and a great opportunity to create open doors for yourself, make different connections with other people. So I would definitely want to play professional someday, hopefully, but I can say that I just appreciate all the connections and all the people that I've met through playing basketball. I'm a business student, so I definitely utilize that to create opportunities for myself, and just trying to, the way you carry yourself on the court and off the court are huge ways of, how the person that you are. So just being able to use that to my advantage and, kind of create a life out of that is something that I, hope to do.
I want you hitting a double move, so it's gonna be, I want you to start with the front, then end it with between and behind, whatever you want. I want you to start with the front, so it's gonna look like going hard downhill. Once you get downhill, I want you going off two with the pump fake. I want you to step through and finish for your leg. If you want to change up the step through, like do it how you usually like doing it. I don't know if you like changing it up, just I want to step through out of it. You can do any type of variation.
There's gonna be days that you feel like quitting. There's gonna be days that you feel like you don't want to do this anymore. And honestly, I've had those moments myself. And I can remember vividly when I finished my 5th year of high school, I wasn't getting the offers that I thought, would make the opportunities that I wanted it to make. And so I almost quit. I was really close to just not playing anymore, and I was really close to just, I kind of did quit. I wasn't playing for maybe 2 weeks, and I was just working out and not even touching a basketball. And then I got an opportunity to play in an AAU team that, kind of changed my perspective and really helped me, be the player that I am now. The fact that I was able to live out one of my dreams of playing in the States and, getting a scholarship and doing all those things has definitely made it pay off for sure. But it also made me see that at the time that I felt like everybody gave up on me and I almost gave up on myself, that was the time where I had to push through all of those feelings and remember why I started, but also remember the bigger picture, which was that I set these goals for myself, I set these dreams for myself, and it was a letdown to not kind of reach them if I just gave up just like that. And so a big thing that I've learned throughout this journey so far has just been to learn how to bet on yourself. And it doesn't mean that you have to be selfish, it doesn't mean that you have to be a different person or change who you are. It just means that when everything feels like it's closed, every door feels like it's closing, every person feels like everyone that supported you kind of seems like they're not supporting you anymore, that's when you have to support yourself the most. And that's when you have to really, dig deep and remember why you started and to really set those goals for yourself and meet them as best as you can. I'd want to shout out my parents. They're my biggest supporters, my best friends, and they mean the world to me, of course. My sisters, they're also my biggest supporters. I love them so much. My best friends, my coaches, there's a lot of them that I could name, but I thank everybody that's been part of this journey, and it's not over yet. This is got a few more years to go, hopefully. But yeah, everybody that's been a part of my journey has definitely impacted me in some way, so I appreciate everybody.